we were younger, we always had that one album, maybe from a favorite band that we were psyched for. We couldn't wait till it came out. We saved our hard-earned money, went out and bought it, put it in, and after listening to it, realized this album sucks. Tonight, me and my friends Patrick and drummer boy Jones discuss some of the most disappointing albums from the hair metal genre right here in the Hair Band Basement.
This is the Hair Metal theme for the Hair Band Basement show, where I talk about hair metal and stuff and things.
Welcome to the Hair Band Basement. I am your host, Basement Brian, and tonight got a couple of guests to talk about albums that disappointed us. Let me introduce them first before we get to it. First time here in the basement, we got drummer boy Jones from right here. He's got a channel here on YouTube. I want to say hi to the folks there, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Yes. Thank you, my friend. This is awesome. I finally made it to the basement. So
That's right. That's right.
I watch all your shows, man. I'm a big fan.
Cool.
And yeah, this is going to be fun. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. Patrick's been on before. Welcome back, Patrick, to the basement. You're starting to develop your own ass groove on the couch now, right next to the left
it's
speaker.
next to Jason Reed's. I would never take Jason Reed's spot. I also will respect that, we're having stovetop, and I will not ask your mom if I can have more than one cookie.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, tonight's show is going to be about albums that disappointed us. Those bands that you loved, you get the album and you're like, fuck. And for me personally, especially when I was younger and you had less money, those disappointing albums hit way harder. Yeah, way harder.
Big time.
Now that I'm an adult, I got a job, album sucks. Whatever, fuck, who cares? Use as a coaster. But back then, oh man. All right, so we each got 5 albums. What do you want to be called?
Too much to drink, Dr.
Jonesy.
Drummer
Just Jones.
Right.
Jonesy, either or.
All right, Jonesy, what's your first disappointing album on your list?
Okay, well, I'm going to preference this by saying these are disappointing albums, but it still doesn't mean that I've not grown to love them over time.
Oh, I didn't do that, but okay.
I didn't do that.
Mine are albums I still think stink.
All
right. So there's a few that I'm still not there, but my first one I did. And my first one is number 5 is 1996 Warrant's Belly to Belly.
Mm-hmm.
When I first heard this, I knew Patrick was going to do that. When I first heard it, I did not like it. Now, don't get me wrong. I've grown to love it, and I love it so much. Oh, but when I first heard it, when I first heard it, I did not like it, and I loved Ultraphobic. Even when I first heard of Ultraphobic, I loved it. But this one just didn't hit for me when it first, and I tried. I mean, I listened to it back to back to back for a week or two, and just
belly to belly.
Back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. I hear you talking.
Yeah, on belly to belly. Put it away. And finally I was like, fuck no, this is my favorite band. I'm going to like this. And I willed myself to like it. So and Patrick, I know it's your favorite Warrant album. And it's up there with me too. I mean, I listened to Ultraphobic, Belly to Belly, and Dog Eat Dog is the 3 records that I constantly still listen to. And but yeah, that's my number 5 of my top disappointing albums on release.
Oh, all right. So Belly to Belly and Ultraphobic, I still struggle getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah, my 3 of the debut, Cherry Pie and Dog Eat Dog, which I think is their best album.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some songs, I like others, and like, maybe I just have to keep listening to it over and over until I finally brainwash myself to liking it. But yeah, I still struggle getting through those 2 myself. That's just me.
Lyrically, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing. Janie, I mean, he's got his cheeseball moments.
She's my cherry pie, proving
for the most part, Janie's a master. You know, he's a mastermind here. He creates masterpieces in my book. I mean, half this arm is all Janie Lane. I mean, you know, so I mean, he's my hero. So, but
And
yeah,
even that, it's not easy to write a cheesy song.
No,
true.
Doesn't have skill to be able to do it. I mean, look at Steel Panther. Their lyrics are fucking hilarious. It's not easy to
Exactly.
do.
Two in the pink and one in the stink. That's called the shotgun.
You know?
No, it is. Good point.
that record for me, I struggled with too. You know, it was not my favorite from the minute I heard it. You know, that's for sure. But the thing I tell people with Belly to Belly is now I confess that is my favorite Warrant record and it will never change. But we didn't know that was going to be Janie's last song of original songs or album of original songs. I mean, there's
Right.
two originals on Under the Influence.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had his solo record, but excuse me, we didn't know that was going to be the last Warrant album to feature him at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always listened to whatever Warrant album I had until, you know, all the time until I was going to get the next one. And I think that's how it became my favorite, was that I just listened to it for about 5 years expecting to get another one and never did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, did you like it when you first put it on, or was it another slow burn? Like a lot of people say that they didn't like it
Me?
at first. Yeah.
Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday, getting it at about 10 in the morning on release day when Tower Records opened, and tore into it. It was the only copy that they had in a major metropolitan city. That was the one copy that was at Tower Records. And you'd expect, usually with CMC releases, there'd be 2 or 3. So we wound up having to leave there and go to another store so my friend could buy it. And so I remember putting it in and very quickly going to the next song. And then the next song was Letter to a Friend, and we liked that one. We listened to that one
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you know, didn't get into anything else on it until Vertigo. And between that and Vertigo, we were like, wow, this one is a fucking stinker. And
Yeah.
I just, you know, like you said, I willed myself into liking it because I just refused. I was like, no, I refuse. I will
Yeah.
like this. And,
No.
you know, it took about probably 6 months before I was like, you guys are missing out. This album's actually really good. And then seeing them live on that tour, and those songs are so different live.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Way different live. And they are so heavy and so good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And if you hadn't had a chance, listen to the Warrant Live. What is
86,
it?
96.
86 to 96, because it's got 2 or 3 tracks on that.
Yeah.
Is freaking. It's one of my favorite live albums.
Yeah, that album kicks ass. It's got what is it? Feels Good.
Belly to Belly and
Giver.
Indian Giver. Yeah.
Yeah. Great record.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, Patrick. What's your first disappointing album?
Oh, I remember March 9th, 2004 being at Coconuts when it opened.
Coconuts, man. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I took the day off of work. That was 2 years after I graduated college. Took the day off of work so that I could go to Coconuts the morning it came out and buy Tesla's Into the Now. And I was so disappointed.
Really?
I know a lot of people love that
Interesting.
record. I thought it was just boring.
It's boring. Yeah.
It was so boring. And like there was all this talk about Into the Now was going to be great. And
Yeah.
I remember that was the single, and Heaven 9/11 and a few other songs that were going to be on it. It's just fucking could not find a single moment on that record that I thought was so good. And of course, the hype was that Tommy was back, and it was their first album, you know, since Bust a Nut, which I love. Bust a Nut's my favorite Tesla record.
That's underrated. That's totally underrated.
Such a good record. But you know, I thought, oh man, I love Tesla, and this is gonna kick ass. And to this day, it's not like I ever gave up on it. It's one of those ones that we always talk about, Brian, that every year you pull out the shoebox of these 8 records, hoping this is going to be the time. And I'm always like, this is going to be it. And when I went and saw Tesla last year with Sebastian Bach, I pulled that fucking record out and I listened to it in the car on the drive down to Foxwoods. And man,
just didn't do it.
You're just like, man, I hope they don't play songs off this one.
And they did. They played 2 songs off of it.
There you go.
I'm like, fuck. And that's the one thing you can say about Tesla. They still pull from all of their records when they
That, I mean, yeah, you gotta respect it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
playing songs off Forevermore and stuff like that. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Great
I
guitar
never
players,
seen
great
Tesla
musicians.
live.
You've never
Wow.
seen Tesla
I've
live?
never seen Tesla live.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll change that, Brian, next time because
I
shit,
gotta.
it was at Foxwoods and you're right fucking there.
I know. I know.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. They still bring it. Actually, Jeff Keith, I think, sings a lot better now than he did 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Great.
Okay.
There for a little while, he got to where he was not very good. I don't know if he's struggling or what, but yeah, still puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah, let's go check them out.
I don't know how you guys felt about Into the Now, but it fucking.
I agree. I think the record's boring, and I mean, there's some tracks on it that I do like, but yeah, after Bust a Nut, I mean, my favorite Psychotic Supper.
Okay.
And then
Good one.
and Bust a Nut is pretty close. I love both of those. I love the first 4 records without 5 Man, but yeah, after that, like Simplicity and Forevermore, and there's some moments, but
Reel to
for the
Reel was
most-
good. The cover record.
Yeah,
both
Real
of
to
them are
Real.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Both of them are good. But yeah, I'm kind of with you where the album is like there are some decent songs, but it's kind of just there.
Yeah.
There's really nothing like I like the first 2. It's a coin flip between the debut and Great Radio Concert, which were my favorite. But Psychotic Supper is great. Bust the Nuts really good. Yeah, so yeah, that one it's not on the same level as those first 4. It just
For
isn't.
2004, that record came out at number 31 on the top 200.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow.
Hmm.
That's cool.
All
I didn't know it come out that high.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't put something out for a while, and yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah, there you go. Well, my first one took forever to come out, and the hype to it was insane, and there's no way it's going to live up to it. And I kind of feel like this was low-hanging fruit, but it's still edible. Why the fuck not go for it? I went with Chinese Democracy. I tried to listen to it today, and I was just like, nope, skip that one. Nope. Getting at each song, I'm just like, this is not. I'll say this in its defense. The hype was way too big for this album ever to reach it. But I think this album solidified that Guns N' Roses is a band that does not have a deep catalog.
Did you like anything? Or moments of anything?
I didn't. I do. All right. So I thought I had a whole shitload here. Songs like, all right. So
where do I start?
I like the chorus to Better.
Yeah.
Sheckler's Revenge, I don't think is that bad, and the title track I don't think is too bad. But a lot of them got a lot of weird beginnings to it. So I got it. Like Better has an odd start to it. Prostitute. They both have annoying guitars to begin with.
Seems like forever and a day.
Madagascar, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. In the World, the stupid acoustic beginning is dumb. Like, it's just, that song sounds like you hear in a clothing store.
You know what? That was in a huge movie too.
What movie was that in?
That was in God, what was the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and
Titanic?
No.
I'll never let go. I promise.
Oh my God! If the World and
The Reverend?
No,
Which one is
it? Was, shit, I'll look it up. Hold on.
I'm just gonna. I was gonna name random Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Yeah, I think this should have been first of all, Axl had issues.
Body of Lies.
What?
Oh, I don't know what that movie even is. Couldn't even tell you.
Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
But like, Axl just kept putting this fucking thing off. being a perfectionist about it, and it's like this thing's far from perfect. Right? You should have taken another 10 years to get this shit together. It's ridiculous, but it's like it should have been an Axl solo album because none of the original band members were there. He kept switching guitarists all the time. It's all over the place, and it's just like I said, I tried to listen in the car today, and I'm like, I just can't do this to myself. I just can't do it.
I agree. I've not listened to none of it in years. I listened to it when it first came out. Tried to give it 2 or 3 spins, and I'm going to probably piss a lot of people off here. If it wasn't for Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses would just be a generic band in my eyes.
I kind of almost agree with you.
If you took Use Your Losing 1 and 2 and put them together, you might have a decent record.
Yep, I agree with that too. But look at their whole Appetite's a fantastic album.
It's a masterpiece.
That's the one in a fucking career album that bands would kill to have. And you're right. Usually Illusion 1 or 2 could have been put together, cut half that crap out, and then make one solid album out of it. Then it was covers. And then it was the Chinese Democracy. Like, what? And they had I think they had a live album at some point too, but that's it. That's it. Yep. Oh, Lies. They had Lies too. They had Lies.
Yeah,
which was after that was a Lies.
Lies was decent. I mean, Lies was decent. Sorry. Patrick had his mouth open.
Yeah, your retort, Patrick.
I love that record.
Fuck. I don't know how.
And I think there's a few things I'll say. I won't go into a deep thing about it, but yes, that album was hampered by the fact that it took so long to come out.
Yeah.
The legend of it. And then the failed rollouts that had come out before it. The appearance on the MTV Awards was terrible.
What the hell was that?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't how you wanted to roll that out. And I think that killed any momentum they had. You had members who looked so fucking whacked out of their mind on that. Richard Fortus with the weird, or not Richard Fortus, Robin Fink looking all fucking 9 Inch Nails. Buckethead. Nobody, I think Buckethead is a fantastic guitar player and a brilliant musician, and he's written some beautiful, beautiful albums. The problem is nobody wanted him in there. Everybody wanted, if it wasn't going to be the original Guns N' Roses, nobody was willing to give this album a chance, and nobody was willing to give Guns N' Roses a chance.
Yeah.
So everybody was, and then you had all the rumors. Oh, it's going to be an industrial record. Oh, it's going to be a grunge record. It's going to be an electro grunge record. It was none of those things. And unfortunately, where it suffered, I think, for people, is that the leaks, when you get one rando song and it comes out and everyone's like, that's what we're waiting for.
Well, I think that's the issue. Yeah. If a song leaks and it's a kick-ass song, yeah, it's gonna help. When it sucks,
but those are like the second generation of those songs being written before they were ever ready for an album. So I kind of feel bad in a respect that if you were working on something that wasn't ready to come out and it leaks and everybody's like, oh, fuck this, I'm already out. I've already heard what they're doing.
I get that point, but if it's not that good or you drag it out for so long, what the fuck are you doing, Axl?
There is some gold on there, though. I think Catcher in the Rye's awesome. I thought IRS was killer. That could have been on any old school Guns N' Roses record.
No.
And then, there was some great things on there. So I love that record, but I was also ready for it when it came out. I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to give this a chance. And I loved it. So.
Yeah, I can't. I've
not listened to it in years, so I just wrote it down. So I'm actually going to pull it back out and listen to it.
My condolences to your ears.
I will say this, Brian. I thought the production on it sucked.
That's part of the problem too, I think.
I think when you turn it up in the car, I have a fantastic system in my car. And when I turn it up in there, it doesn't sound good. It sounds compressed.
Okay, so it wasn't me then. I have a rental right now.
The compression on those songs is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah. Well, I think that might be the only one from this fucking century that I have on my list, but that's my number 5. Because that's the thing. Like I said, it hits harder when you're younger and have no money and you spend $10 on a cassette or 15 on a CD and it stinks. Yeah, you're just like, motherfuckers, you took my last $10. It stinks.
Yeah.
All right, Jonesy, what's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4. In 1991, this band put out one of the best sophomore albums that I love more than anything. And that was Second Coming by Shotgun Messiah. That record was amazing. And I could not wait for the follow-up, which was Violent New Breed. And that is in our friends' terms up north, Mr. Reed, this was an audio turd. And it's still an audio turd. And I even tried. I can't do it. I just can't do it. The techno grunge, or not grunge, but the industrial.
Yeah.
Patrick's sitting here like, I hate
It's
you.
like everybody brought me to the basement to torture me tonight. The records.
That's right. That's right. We're bullying you in the basement. Stop liking shit. How about that?
And I even tried today. I mean, it's nothing. It's not on streaming. I still might have the CD over here, but I looked on streaming and I was like, I finally found it on YouTube, and I was like you was talking earlier, Brian. Started next. I just couldn't do it.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
So this is one that I was disappointed in, and I'm still disappointed in. And, but I'm not a big fan of the industrial. There's things that I do like, you know, and Patrick introduced me to, was it Patrick Newly Deads with that I'd never even listened to with Tammy because I was pissed off about Faster Pussycat going that way, but I did like it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, so there's things. I mean, it's not like I hate that style, but I just, if Tammy wants to do that and call it the Newly Deads, that's great. I know I just got off on a tangent, but don't call it Faster Pussycat. And I think it's the same thing here with Shotgun Messiah. If that was their little side project, great, good for you, but it's not Shotgun Messiah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Go ahead, Pat. Defend this audio turd.
I love Violent New Breed. It's my favorite Shotgun Messiah record.
You serious?
What? I can't understand that.
And I
don't understand those words. I don't understand what you're saying.
I love the first record. I adore Second Coming. Is a perfect record. You can't find a bad song on Second Coming. That's just a great record. The I Want More EP, kind of fucking shitty. But
I forgot about that.
I remember my fucking asshole friend, and I guarantee you there will be a fucking meme for this in your video, Brian. My asshole fucking friend, Matt, who I love him, but he would pull into my driveway at 7 a.m. to pick me up in a fucking cul-de-sac neighborhood, blaring Monkey Needs. And it was in like this little like 94 Honda Civic hatchback. And of course, an industrial record or heavy bass in a car in 94 sound like this.
Yes.
And my mom would be screaming in the fucking living room. If your friend wants to do that again, we can do this at his house, and you can walk to his house and get a ride. So I'd heard that record a ton my junior and senior year of high school in 95 and 96. I'd never, I got into 9 Inch Nails around that time. So 9 Inch Nails, I loved Cam FDM and all that stuff. So this was like having one of your favorite bands start doing something else that you like. So it was a natural progression.
I can't do that.
So,
I get it.
I tell people Jihad is a great song on there. Sex is a great song. Rain is good. And oh my God, I fucking love Monkey Needs. That and I'm a Gun. Second to none, I'm a Gun. Oh, fucking killer song. Jim Scold rules. He still rules. The shit he's doing now is awesome. His shit in Manson was awesome too. So
Yeah.
So I never got into industrial music. I had a friend that go in his car. He had Ministry playing all the time.
oh, I never
Like,
liked Ministry. No.
To me, I don't know. I really don't notice the difference between different bands and stuff with it.
Jesus built my hot rod. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like some stuff. I'm like, okay, I get it, but after a while, I'm like, all right, enough of it. It's something else. Move along here. Let's see here. But yeah, I just never really got into industrial music. But
And
yeah,
that
with
makes
Shaka
sense. You know what?
Messiah doing it.
When you like what you like, it makes perfect sense to me. And I get it. You know, it's why I don't get pissed off when people don't like In Excess or they don't like Faith No More, especially. Because it's like, you know what you like. And there's no shame in that. You know,
I
fucking
get
love
that.
Glammy glam too. And
Yeah.
I get it, man. I totally get it.
I mean,
Absolutely.
for me personally, yeah, especially when you're a teenager, you like your music, everything else just sucks.
Yeah.
But once I started playing bass, it's like, well, there's other styles out there with guys that can play the instrument, and that kind of helped me expand more into different types of music. Also, when I went to college, you meeting up with new people, like different styles, and different music, different bands, and all this shit. So that got expanded my taste as well. But I don't know, just industrials never did it for me.
Do you
I'm
remember
not
getting it?
knocking it, but
Were you pretty pissed when you heard it? Were you like, what the fuck?
I was like,
The shock
I
of
wasn't
Messiah.
pissed, but it was like, I'm not gonna bother with this. Okay, so you want to do same with Faster Pussycat when they went all industrial. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna bother. Do what you want, It's your instrument, it's your talent, your record. Do whatever you feel like it. I don't have to spend my money on it.
The Newly Dead's record was more of a kind of metalish industrial, whereas this
Yeah.
Shock and Messiah record was just straight up industrial.
Yeah. Well, anyway. All right, Patrick, you're number 4.
I was pissed in 2006 when one of my absolute passions in life released their shit ass album Revolutions Per Minute. Skid Row.
What the hell is the big song off of that one?
There wasn't.
No, but like, what was the single?
The single I think was Disease. I think was the single from it.
Else.
And oh god, there was
a New Generation or something like that.
That's Thick Skin.
That's
Thick Skin.
Okay.
It was let me look real quick, but the problem with the album was that Snake Sabo wasn't present during it or any of the recording for it. So it's all a Rachel Boland's written Skid Row album. So, it's not that it's also very punky. It's just the songs aren't crafted that well.
Yeah.
Shut Up Baby, I Love You was the first single.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Yeah. Shut Up Baby, I Love You. It was a very punkish.
Shut up, Skid Row, I had enough of you.
And then they had like the Johnny Solinger like country song that they
Yes, okay,
version.
yeah.
And then they did like a punk version of it called what the fuck was it? You Lie. That's what it's called. I love Skid Row. And one of my absolute favorite Skid Row songs of all time is on this record. And it's a song called Nothing. That is just, it could have been on the first Skid Row record. It's so fucking good. It's an anthem. How they chose not to release it as a single, I don't know. I saw the Revolutions Per Minute. I saw the Thick Skins tour, the Revolutions Per Minute tour, and I saw them several times on the United Abomination or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love Johnny Solinger. I
do too.
He was pretty good. I agree with
fucking
that.
awesome in Skid Row, and he was a good performer too.
Yeah.
I just think that they got tired of not going anywhere with him.
Yeah.
And that record was just a huge letdown. And it's last year earlier this year they re-released it.
Right.
And I don't know why. I remember asking the Skid Row or retweeting Skid Row on X and saying, why are you re-releasing this? And getting a response back from Skid Row's X account saying, because we can. That's like
a dick. Shut up.
I don't know why, man. Like, you could have released Thick Skin. You could
Thick Skin, yeah.
All kinds of things and put it on vinyl, and instead you fucking put this shit ass out. But
Yeah.
I love Skid Row, and I will buy anything they put out. And you know what? Everybody's entitled to a stinker of a record, but I don't know a lot of people that are like, you know, that fucking Revolutions per Minute, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That is kind of the
That's the one
forgotten one.
album in their catalog that I look at and I go, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Good
again, then
stuff.
again, Subhuman Race is my favorite record of all time.
What did you say?
Oh, there you go.
Overall, but
I
of all
say that one. That one
Of all
sucks.
time.
So
I don't know how to. Okay.
Good pick though, because I agree with you.
Yeah, I forgot all about that one.
that does suck.
Forgot all about that one. Yeah. My number 4. Speaking of albums that took a long time to come out, this one, I mean, it's Def Leppard's Adrenalize. It's just Hysteria was huge.
5 years.
We get to that because Hysteria was huge on the inside of the album. It was 4 years between Pyromania and Hysteria, and they said we won't make our fans wait 4 years for the next album, and no, they made us wait 5 years. And the first single is "Let's Get Rocked," and I was like, no, it's not.
Oh.
I didn't bother buying this fucking thing. The video was stupid, and it was years later I listened to the whole thing, and it's a lot of songs that just aren't memorable. They tried to do Hysteria 2.0, and it didn't work out. I mean, I was listening to it today, and let me see some of the songs here. Like I said, Hysteria 2.0, but not as good. And the deeper tracks like Tonight, Personal Property, I Want to Touch You, they're just not memorable at all. Like I'm listening to it going, ugh, this is who cares? Like who really cares? And the best song for me off the album is Tear It Down, and it's not even the good version of it. So it's just like, yeah, I remember I didn't bother buying it back in 92 when it came out. And it was like, nope, I'm passing on this. And then when I finally listened to it, I'm like, oh God, this is horrible. This is just oof. And it sold millions. It sold millions somehow in 92. I don't know. That's my number 4.
So I guess I'm not going to be back to the basement because I love it.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Really? Wow. Wow.
I do. I really, really do. There's some
can't.
stuff on it but I'm not a huge Def Leppard fan. I'm not Hysteria. Brian, I mean, don't you hate Love Bite? Is it Love Bite you hate
Love
so much?
Bites. That thing's the fuck. It's 10 pounds of dog shit in a 9-pound bag. Fuck that song. It sucks.
That is one big pile of shit.
I agree. I agree.
So
I
bad.
liked Hysteria, and I liked Animal, and there was a few on Hysteria that I liked.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hysteria was. I know what it is. Hysteria was a masterpiece to a lot of people. So gazillion, billion records. But
yeah,
I enjoyed Adrenalized.
Thanks for being on. Don't call us, we'll call you.
I like
Leave the money
Stand
on
Up,
the
Kick
table.
Love into Motion. I thought the video for that might be the best video that Def Leppard ever made. The problem I have with Adrenalize is that when you're 14 and you don't really give a shit about lyrics yet in life because you just want to hear the same syrupy shit, it was fine. When I heard it, when I had heard the songs on the radio, but I remember hearing Making Love Like a Man and being like, what the fuck is this? Because if you remember, that was like, what, 92, Brian?
Yeah, yep.
And Olympics for that year, right?
Yeah.
For Seoul, I think. And I remember
no, Seoul was 88. It was Barcelona. The Dream Team.
So like
Dream
I
Team
remember
kicking everyone's ass on the court.
I remember NBC or whatever network was covering the Olympics because my parents just watched nonstop fucking Olympics. Would like have like popular songs playing and like I remember there was like some like gymnastics routine to Making Love Like a Man and being like, oh God, this is like no, like this is stupid. Like
was it a dude on the rings?
Right. It's like big love.
Yeah, and he's on the parallel bars.
horse,
Yeah.
black man. It's like fucking stupid. But you know, the album for me didn't age well. I still like Stand Up, and I like White Lightning's okay, and I love Tear It Down. And I get this wrong every time, but the song right before Tear It Down on the record is probably my favorite song on the record. But oh god damn it. I wanna
Touch
touch
you.
you. That's a good song.
Yeah, okay.
But that's about it. The rest of it was just like Personal Property was dumb. There's a lot of dumb. So
Yeah, you're right about the lyrics too. The lyrics were just it was just like because this came out my second year in college. So like by then you're just like, you did this 5 years ago and you're trying again and it's not as good.
yeah.
And I've talked about Hysteria numerous times where I don't think it held up over the years. But again, there are some songs I think are great. When we did the '87 tape, Run Riot is a
Run Riot.
fantastic song.
Yeah.
I love Animal. Like what else is
very
on
good
there?
song.
Hysteria, the title track, is a good song. There's some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
But I want to say the singles, except for Animal, I really don't go to. And
Right.
that's over half the album. So it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then when this came out, it was like you're trying to do it again and just not as good.
Not at all.
It didn't catch on with me.
No. I don't go back to that record ever.
Yeah, I never went to it. All right, Jonesy, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is probably, I always had a 1A, 1B, and 1C.
No, we're not playing that shit. Not here in the basement. You keep that crap with VK and his fucking bullshit. Bullshit.
All right. So in 1987, this was my number one. The world revolved around this record. Look what the Cat dragged in. And with CC being back, and I was so pumped for Hollyweird. I could not wait for this record. And man, does it suck, and it still sucks today.
Is that the one? Is that the one with CC's song? I hate every bone in your body but mine.
That's People.
That's the 4 or 5 songs on Power to the People was really good.
Yeah, okay.
And it come out before this, and I was really excited. I was like, sort of like on Sight for Sore Ears, or not Sight for
All This Live.
Oh, thank you. The 3 or 4 songs that was on that was freaking incredible. And then I was like, finally going to get a full studio record. And there's not a song on it that's worth a fuck. It is trash. The production is trash. Brett sings off key. It's horrible. It's absolutely, and I still love Poison to this day, but Hollyweird is garbage.
Yeah,
I agree. I remember so that came out the year I graduated from college, right before I graduated, because it came out, what did it come out in, like August or September of, or maybe it was June or July of 2002.
Yeah.
I graduated in May, and it leaked online beforehand. So I downloaded the whole record, and with every intention of going and buying it, because I'm a diehard Poison fan too, And I remember hearing it and being like, well, it's fucking doomed when the first single's a fucking cover. Squeeze Box.
Yes,
and that was crap. And I remember they went on like Last Call with Carson Daly and performed it. And I hate that song. I didn't like when Roxy Blue did it, and I didn't like when they did it. And it was like, damn, can we get... And so then as they're downloading, I remember on those old Napster, how it'd be like the progress bar going up, like waiting for the next one to come through. And I was like, Shooting Star. How many, the one thing you can say about Hollyweird is how many times does Bret Michaels have to try and write Fallen Angel over and over? I am someone. Like, it's just crap. Every song that I actually like on that record is Stupid, Stoned, and Dumb. And that's crap too.
I'm about as sad as they come. Yeah, I'm stupid, stoned, and dumb.
Right.
You have to be that. You have to be that to actually like the album.
Yeah. Did you really need 2 versions of the stupid song Home? Like both of them suck. I love the CC songs, like on his Samantha 7 record. But
Yeah.
I hated Emperor's New
Oh, that
Clothes and oh, it's terrible. Yeah. The only good song that was on there was the one that they released like a year earlier called Rockstar.
Rockstar. Yeah.
And I remember them playing that on the
Oh, that's
Hollyweird
right.
tour. Because I remember on the Hollyweird tour, they opened with the song Hollyweird instead of Look What the Cat Dragged In and being like, oh, fuck, you can be late to a Poison gig now, I have nothing
You have to worry about it. What's your number? Were we at 3, Patrick? Go ahead.
3. Yeah.
Well, he took one of mine, so now I gotta rearrange here. But
We had Hollyweird.
I had Hollywood, but I'm swapping it out. This is where Jason Reed will never talk to me again. So, Jason, I love you, but you're gonna hate me now. Slaughter's Revolution.
Ooh.
That's I think his favorite Slaughter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't stand that record. I remember it came out the same day because you know, when you have no money and you're going to go buy records, you really are pissed when they're bad.
Yeah.
Boy, I bought 2 stinkers that day because do you remember what came out the same day? It was a pretty controversial record and it was looked at as it was going to be this guy's big comeback. It was Sammy Hagar's Marching to Mars came out the same day. So I went and I bought both those records and they both fucking sucked.
Yeah. Marching to Mars was not good either.
I liked Little White Lie, but Slaughter's Revolution, my problem with that was the first fucking song was American Pie, and that was the single. And it was so dumb. Like here's this jingle. You don't listen to Slaughter for jingle jangly folk music.
Everybody wants a piece of American pie.
What?
Like
No, you don't.
It was. And as I said in a video earlier this week that got released on Guru's channel about Slaughter's Fear No Evil, the one knock that is a problem on every Slaughter record except for Back to Reality, the production is so goddamn crispy clean. And Mark Slaughter, Slaughter would sound a lot better with a little bit of dirty guitar, a little bit of rough production, and they just, you got that gruff, lyric. Oh boy,
What was that again?
Nope. I hate that record. I don't think there's one good. The ballad on it was terrible. They also felt this need to have every one of their CDs in the mid to late 90s be enhanced. So it's like all the shit that was on the special computer version of it, half the time didn't work.
It was, wasn't it? It was a DVD. What was it? DVD-ROM.
Yeah.
CD-ROM.
Yeah. I know it had the video for whatever the ballad was on it, which was just the making of it. But
then they done. Didn't that have the cover of Rocky Mountain Way on it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't sound good.
Yeah.
The sad part is 6 months after its release, Tim Kelly's killed. But
Yeah.
I remember that. But sorry, Jason Reed. I know you'll come on and retort that, and I'm never going to be allowed into Canada. But
oh, boo-hoo. What are you going to miss? Polar
more
bears and fucking Wayne Gretzky Memorial, statues and shit?
Right. I don't know how you guys felt about Revolution, but
I'm not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan. I mean, for me, Stick It To You is probably their best album. But then after that, I almost felt the same way about The Wildlife when it came out at first.
Yeah.
And over time, I'm like, this isn't as bad as I first, judged it at. But after that, I don't really go to those other albums that much.
I like Fear No Evil, but
I kind of came around to that one. I didn't get it when it came out, but it's I don't know. I go to the first 2 way more than the 2 after that.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Actually, I went to my first concert. It was them with Kiss and Little Caesar. And I went to see Slaughter.
Ooh, Little Caesar. I bet that was Little Caesar good.
Yes, but I wish I was into that album. It was the debut.
Yeah.
I wish I was into it more at the time. I think it's a great album. I love that album now, but back then I pretty much knew Chain of Fools and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't have it, so it was like,
From the Start is such a good song.
I know that whole album is great.
You know, he's in Terminator 2, the singer.
Yes, yeah, he's one of the biker guys in the beginning,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Your clothes, give them to me. Is that?
No, it's not that guy. He's standing right next to him with the pool cue.
Yeah, yes. Why is it always bikers that try to fuck with the Terminator?
Yeah, they were also Little Caesar also is in an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. So
What for? What?
yeah, well they're in.
Where their career go? Why did this career take off?
That's not unsolved. No, there's an episode about a radio DJ in California that got murdered. He was a biker guy, and so when he died, it's funny to hear Robert Stack be like, "The rock band Little Caesar created a song dedicated to."
Okay.
And they play like the music video of it in the background, but all it is a bunch of people driving Harleys, to a funeral.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh my God, the rock band.
Little Caesar.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to name your fucking band after pizza, after shitty pizza.
No, cheap
No.
ass $5 pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And it tastes like it's fucking cardboard and cheese.
Pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza.
All right, my next one. Their debut album I think is fantastic. I think it's a 10 out of 10. Great fucking album. So when Stick to Your Guns came out, I was like, fuck, Sweet FA's debut kicks ass.
Oh yeah.
And then when Temptation came out in 91, I fucking got that thing, put it on, and I'm like, what the fuck? This stinks. I think maybe I like 2 or 3 songs. Liquid Emotion isn't that bad. Indiana Heart's a decent ballad. And their cover of Told Me Not to Come is pretty good. After that, I had just nothing worth it. It was so disappointed. Though I have to say, on the plus side, the bassist, this was what I was looking up before and I was talking to you guys. Frank, I'll get the name right. Carlatori, hope I said that right. He's got tasty licks on this album, up and down.
Yeah.
But the songs aren't that good. It doesn't save it. It just doesn't help what's the bass is gonna fucking make the whole album great? Just a couple of tasty licks here and there. Nope. I was so disappointed in this. And I bought this the same day with Danger, Screw It. That has way more play hours than Temptation does.
Yeah.
I
remember getting that in a $5 cutout bin and being like, well, I love the first record. The first record doesn't have a bad song on it.
Yeah.
And then you get to that, and I think there was a lineup change.
I know the bassist was a studio guy. He wasn't a regular member.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there was several lineup changes in it.
Yeah.
And it suffered because of it. And I think they also rushed recording it.
Yes.
You can tell there's no effort in those songs. It's just the most generic blah rock record. I couldn't even name 2 songs on it now. And I've listened to the record probably 5 or 10 times.
And you're right. There's a lot of songs that are just kind of there, and it's like, what happened?
Cover too. It looks super cheap.
Yeah, the cover stinks.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's just the band, I guess, Flames or some shit with a snake.
It just looked like it was a $5 effort.
Yeah, it's really. I remember getting this thing. Oh, cool, Sweet FA's in that second album. I'm checking it, and I'm like, fuck. Again, I was in college, so yeah, how much money to piss away on a shitty CD for $15?
Like, goddamn fuck. Sweet FA record.
Yeah, it's like, goddamn, how many beers I could have gotten for that money? Yeah, that's my number 3.
Down to the final 2s, huh?
Yep. So lead us off there, Jones. What you got for number 2?
All right. Like I've said earlier, these are albums that disappointed me when I got them, but I've sort of grown into this record. But when I first got it, sorry, Patrick, Skid Row's Subhuman Race. When it first come out, because I am such a fan of Slave to the Grind. Slave to the Grind is probably easily in my top 5 albums of all time. I don't even like the first one that much anymore. I mean, I liked it when it come out, but I don't like it anymore. This one was such a letdown for me when it come out. The only thing I could listen to was Breaking Down, and the rest of it I couldn't even listen to. I was just like, this is horrible. I have tried and tried and tried, and I even listened to the whole record coming home from work today. And it's grown on me some. It has grown on me some. There's some really cool, heavy riffs on this record. The one thing, what was the opening song, Patrick?
My Enemy?
My Enemy. Where did the double guitars go in the
There.
solo?
Oh,
was-
in solo?
Yeah, and the solo is just bass and a lead. And I'm like,
Yeah, no,
where
the
did
solo-
Snake or Scotty go? Where did but it's good. I mean, that's a good song. And Beat Myself Blind
That's a good one. I like that one.
is a great song. But at the time, I guess I was looking for Slave Part 2, and it just wasn't there for me. And but I mean, I still can listen to it. It's not Hollywood where I'll never probably listen to it again.
Yeah.
I still listen to it, and it has grown on me. And actually today I didn't even skip. I've got an hour commute, and I listened to the whole thing start to finish, and I was like, it's not as bad as I thought it was or used to think it was. It's a decent record for me. But
Again, it's one of those records too. Now, I love that record, and I'll defend it after I hear Brian's bullshit. But but I really think that if you take the same approach that I talked about earlier with Doggy, or not with Doggy Dog, Belly to Belly,
yeah,
you didn't think that was going to be the last Sebastian record.
yeah,
But it was.
But it
I
was.
don't know. Looking back at it, I'm surprised they made it to 3 records.
Oh yeah, because
He's
of what we
such a
know now.
douchebag.
Yeah, because of what we know now. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I had that in my honorables. I remember getting it and just being like, "What is this? This is not Slave to the Grind." And I've tried numerous times to try and get into it. Like you said, Be Yourself Blind's a good one. Isn't Forever on that one too?
Oh,
No, it's
Medicine Jar, Iron.
Oh, that's
Metal.
right. That's on.
Iron-
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I guess Beat Yourself Blind's the one I like off it. I guess that's it.
Frozen, Fire Sign. Oh God, so many great songs.
Oh, I've tried. I remember it was a few years after it came out. Driving, I was
I forgot about Fire Signs. Great. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
But I was driving to like a seminar of the job I was at the time. I put that in just to have. Even then, I couldn't get into it. None of the songs really hit me. I don't know. It just never clicked with me. It just never clicked. I've tried numerous times. Put the effort in. Didn't work.
I think Subhuman Race was really close to Slave, even though Slave is one of my favorite songs of all times. But Subhuman Race sort of still had that, same
Chugging punkish influence.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there were some on here that I just not a big fan of Eileen. I still didn't really like that one that much.
Oh, I don't mind that one so much.
Second half of that one, though, I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sebastian still,
he cranks on it.
He cranks. I mean, on Slave, they was just the perfect rock band. You had the perfect band, the perfect lead singer, the perfect image, and they went from more of a glam hair band to a damn rock band and a heavy metal band, I guess you could say. And yeah, just some of this just didn't hit at the time. But yeah, I mean, I still listen. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it today, but it still, when it come out, I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I was too. But then again, how are you going to follow Slave to the Grind? That's
True.
That's not easy to do. And
and a lot of people was like, Slave to the Grind sucks. A lot of people
I don't get that.
A lot of people thinks, and I mean, far as record sales, maybe it was a flop. I don't know, but
it's
a lot of people.
375, 400,000 copies. I talked to Sebastian about it, and he said it was around 400,000 copies.
400.
But that it's not even in print anymore. So he said,
wow,
yeah.
So yeah, it's just a lot of people loved them for I Remember You and 18 in Life, and especially the chicks, and
Yeah.
And that was, Sebastian was the pin up, and it was a
It is
perfect time.
it is in print. It's just in vinyl, and it's not going to set anything over gold because now it starts over when a new printing comes out. But
Oh, okay.
so it's my favorite record that's ever been made on the planet. But that's for a lot of reasons that I hold very close to my heart. That album saved my life, and
Awesome.
I got to tell Sebastian that, and we had a moment of talking about it that was pretty cool. So I totally understand, though. I don't defend it to anybody because it's not it's not a pleasant listen. And I know that probably just sounds so hypocritical for me to say that, and it's my favorite record ever. It's not
Yeah.
an easy listen. It's an aggressive listen. It's not a fun record. It's not a, you know what, I think I'm gonna fucking rock. Bam! Like it's not easy on the ears. The production's super muddy.
Yeah,
The
it is.
songs are angry. They're not happy songs. They're not songs about let's go out and fuck girls and drink, beer. They're about things that were, I mean, you're looking at a band that some of the members were going through divorces. They hated each other. They didn't want to be around each other. The tour after it went from booking arenas to never playing any of the arenas because they all got downsized in their markets to
Yeah.
being, eventually they had to get on the Van Halen Balance tour because with Brother Kane because they couldn't lead a tour on their own. They go to South America and they're playing with Iron Maiden, and that's an impossible task for anybody is to open up. It's like opening for Ozzy in South America,
Yeah.
opening for Iron Maiden where there is the biggest band in the world. You can't. And there's a
Yeah.
horrible video of that. I mean, it's not horrible quality, it's perfect quality, but there's a video of their second to last gig in, I think it's either Rio or something like that. And you can see the fans throwing bottles at them. It's professional quality. And there's a moment in it while they're opening for Iron Maiden, and Iron Maiden's got, their set behind Skid Row where it's like all the Egyptian shit. And that's Blaze Bailey Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Not even Bruce Iron Maiden.
It's
And they're
yeah.
still fucking massive. And
Yeah.
there's a point in there, they're playing, I think, Medicine Jar, and somebody throws a fucking bottle and it whizzes right by Sebastian. Sebastian looks over at Snake and goes, "Look, they love us." I mean, you can just see on their faces that the minute they went off stage, five guys went five separate ways. There's no
That's it.
interaction. They hated each other. And that was the second to last gig that they ever played with Sebastian. But I
Wow.
love this record. I can't sit here and tell people to listen to certain songs because they all mean so very much to me. Like I said, this album saved my life. So I don't care that people knock it. I get it.
Yeah.
It's just like with all of these, their personal preference,
Yeah. True. And you have a personal connection to it,
Oh
so
my God, yeah.
you
This
can't
album came
really.
out at a time when I needed it the most, and
And
I
it hit.
cried when I met Sebastian 2 years ago because I told him all about it, and he stopped his whole fucking meet and greet to talk to me about it. And
That's pretty cool.
for a dickhead, it's a pretty nice thing for him to
That's
do,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Even
And
every douchebag
we
has their
took him on. He
moments.
asked everybody if we could take an extra 5 minutes. Everybody said cool, and we talked, and he was super cool to me about it. So um,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
so I totally get it, man. I don't I wouldn't expect that people would really like this record. It's so different from the other Skid Row records.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why they don't play any songs off of it or anything like that. But
Yeah.
favorite song on it is Iron Will, the last song. I've never
Yeah.
heard Sebastian scream so fucking loud in his life, and it's badass. So
Yeah. Sweet.
I'm sure they don't play any of it from that album either because it's a shit time in their lives.
oh
Who
yeah,
wants to
why would
relive
you?
that shit? Yeah.
There's no hit. And
Yeah.
it's not like
It's not even that. Like I couldn't see myself playing a song like if was going through a lot of shit, going through a divorce, and my band was falling apart, and I hated being on tour. Like I wouldn't want to relive that crap.
no, they used to play
Way.
Beat Yourself Blind when Johnny was in the band and he didn't do a great job of it. And then they'd play it with ZP, and that sounded like ass.
Two in the balcony, I'll take them.
He never did it with Eric because I don't think Eric had the chops to do it. I love Eric. That's not a knock at him. It's just
Yeah.
it'd be like Tony Harnell couldn't have sang that shit either. So
Yeah, it's just like no one's doing Sebastian. No one's doing it.
Yeah.
No. I forgot who that was.
That's
That
me.
was you, right? Right, Jones? All right, so
Yeah.
Pat, what's your number two?
You know, I was really pissed when this one came out because the first record is a I mean in the oh, this is gonna be controversial, but in the what's the fucking mountain with all the presidents on it? The Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore, you
In my
fucking
opinion,
communist.
yeah, in the Mount Rushmore of hard rock and heavy metal records for me, this will be controversial, but the first arcade record should be on that fucking Mount Rushmore because it's perfect and it's awesome.
It's a good
And I
album, but
love
I'll just Mount
everything about
Rushmore.
that record. But the second record
Yeah.
blows. Outside of Angry, the first song on the record, there is not another memorable moment on it.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah. You're
And I was
exactly
pissed
right.
because the cover kicks ass and
Yeah.
they look awesome. Everything was perfect with it except Frankie Wilsey, the guitar player, wasn't. Well, I think he may have been gone for the second record. Maybe he was there for it, but I know he wasn't there for the tour. Um, but yeah, that second arcade album came out, and I was there the day it came out, and it was shit.
What year did that come out?
94.
94. Okay. All right.
But boy, the first arcade record, perfect record.
It's a killer album. Yeah, 100%. I
I mean,
agree.
it was better than any of the previous Rat records in my book.
Oh,
So this is another reason I'm not allowed in the basement very often.
wow. You just
Like
come in
when
and just start
when
stirring the
Brian tells his
shit pot,
mom,
don't you?
when Brian tells his mom that Patrick's coming over, it's like, now Brian, last time he came over,
Yeah, that's
I
right.
had to call his
That's right.
mother.
That's right. He said that Kiss, Sabbath, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, and Good Taste in Music all sucked.
Right.
I seen I seen Arcade open up for Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Was it These Days? Would that have been
No,
right
it
around
was
the
it was
time?
Keep the Faith.
That's an
It was Keep the
interesting
Faith. Sorry.
pairing.
Yeah. Man, that was so good too. Yeah, that
Yeah.
arcade, that first arc, I had forgot about A2. You're
Oh,
exactly
it's
right.
bad.
It is a shit. That is
It's
true.
You're right. It's not memorable. It's just not a memorable album.
Such a letdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that. Brian's without words.
What else to say about it? It's just like that, especially the first album being so kick ass, and then you follow it up with just a fucking steaming pile of dog shit, and it's like, nah, I think that's a huge discrepancy between the two right there. And yeah, I don't know if any of mine even come close to that.
It's so funny too because I found recently I have a ton of old metal edges and I found the metal edge where Jerry Miller went and talked to them while they had just finished recording this second record. And listening to Piercy talk about, oh, it's such a great record. You thought the first record was good. This one's so great. And he's throwing out like, oh yeah, we were writing, this one and we did this and we got a great producer. Oh, this is gonna be the biggest album of the summer. That fucking album blows. Like there's not name another song other than Angry on it. You can't.
But they all say that about their latest
Yeah.
album. Oh, it's the
Angry was
greatest
good.
thing
I do like
ever.
Angry on that record. It's a good song.
All right, my number two. I almost killed you to put it, especially this high on the list. From my favorite band, Van Halen's OU812.
Wow. Shots fired, Jonesy.
I
Maybe I should step
remember.
out of the room.
Mine all mine, baby.
I'm
Mine all
gonna
mine.
go. I'm gonna go back to '86 when everyone was like, "What is Van Halen gonna be like with Sammy Hagar?" And 5150 came out, and every Van Halen was like, all right, we're gonna be all right. This is good.
Yeah.
Inside is a shit song. Other than that, the rest of the album is really fucking good. The title track is one of my favorite Van Halen songs. So when OU812 came out, I remember getting it, and Mine Oh Mine is a great tune. I'm like, all right, so we're good. And then the next one is When It's Love. I'm like, all right, a ballad. And then after that, it was just like, all right, Cabo Wabo, finish what you started. And it's like, come on, what is this? I do like Black and Blue. That's a decent song. And I remember Sucker in a three-piece. I don't mind it, but I remember it getting a lot of fucking shit from people that reviewed the album because of the lyrics. Legs all the way up to her lunch pail. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of lame. That's fucking lame. I'm with you on that. But it was just like, I remember getting this because the album cover's fucking stupid. The album name is fucking stupid. And I was just being like, fuck, I got a cassette 'cause I'm an old fuck. Going, $10 for this? God damn it. And I don't hate it as much as I used to back then, but I think it's their worst album of Sammy Hagar. I'll just say that. But then it led up to the Fuck album coming out, and that's fucking a great album. That's a fantastic album. I think even Sammy said like that, that we really weren't really working well with that one. We didn't know what we were doing, too much going on. And then after they finally, it almost seemed like they kind of clicked with that third album and got back to their roots. Like, hey, let's make something that kicks ass. Let's be Van Halen on this one. And I think that's one of the big reasons that's the opposite what you said between the arcade albums. They went from OU 812 to For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and it's such a big jump in quality. It was so much better, but it pains me to put my favorite band up there, but that's my number 2.
Well, I am a Hagar. I love Sammy's Van Halen. I love it.
I have nothing against it.
And actually, I like Hagar better than Roth.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh,
I do. Sorry, I'm not coming back to the basement, Brian. I
oh,
apologize.
you fuck hell no, you're not.
You know what? You know what that sound is right now? That's Brian's mom banging on the floor to be quiet.
Who is this fat ass talking down there? But that's not knocking. That's not knocking Dave. I mean, I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I mean, I love Roth Van Halen. I just prefer the Sammy era better. I mean, Women and Children First is one of my favorite Van Halen records.
That's my favorite album by them.
Yeah, but I can see where people says OU 812 was a letdown just because they went very heavily keyboards. It was not.
Oh, that too. I didn't think of that.
You know, and me and Patrick's had a discussion too. The drums on the record is shit. You know, they're not his playing, not Alex's playing.
No, the sound.
The sound is horrible. However, I have grown to love OU 812. I can't pick a favorite Sammy record. I love all of them. But I can see why when I first heard it, I was like, this ain't 5150.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. I get where you're coming from. So I get you.
See, I have nothing against Sammy Hagar, Van Halen, but my thing is, Sammy has a better voice. I'm not gonna argue that than David Lee Roth. But it's the attitude of the band that made better songs with David Lee Roth. They were younger, they were more hungrier. They act like they had something to prove to the world, and it comes through in their song. It was a more of a party band.
It was a party band. Yep.
When they got Hagar, it's a more mature version of the band, which I'm not knocking. I thought they had good, but by OE 812 and For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, they've been doing this for a while. You know, they're rock stars for a good 10 years. So it's like you're not writing songs about going out and getting laid, banging chick. And when they did, it seemed a little weird with Sammy singing it. It didn't seem to work as well. But for me, it was that younger, hungrier party attitude of the Roth albums, which I like more than the Sammy albums. But again, I'm not knocking those albums. There's great songs with Sammy. They did some great music together.
Yeah, I get you. What about it, Patrick?
I love OU 812, but I didn't. It grew on me.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not even fair to say it grew on me because it didn't really grow on me. I'm nostalgic for it. And, you know, in the same way that I'm nostalgic for a lot of records that aren't great records, if that makes any sense at all. So
no, I get that. I get that.
You know, I'm with Jonesy. I love Sammy Hagar, but that's because I grew up in the Sammy Hagar era. You know, like I became musically aware in the Sammy Hagar era. 5150, my mom played that cassette tape in the car all the time.
Yeah, good album.
That's how I got into it. And I'm very nostalgic for that period of my life. And OU 812, the problem with it, they're not good songs. They're not well-written songs.
Thank you.
I'm with Jonesy on the fact that Mine Oh Mine is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Fucking brilliant. It's in my top probably 10 Van Halen songs
I wouldn't do that, but
that are sung by Sammy Hagar.
I wouldn't do that, but
Oh, I would. I love that song. I'm a
It's in my
Stones man.
top two.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Really?
song is just fucking a beast. So
So
I
wait,
love
what's number one, Jonesy? What's your number one?
Of Sammy,
Yeah, Sammy songs.
of Sammy, Humans Being.
damn right.
Wow,
That was
okay.
my number two on the Van Halen countdown we did on Rock Resurgence.
That's
Was
right.
Humans
Yeah,
That's
Being
that's
yeah.
high.
that's my 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
I
with
think my
5150 a close behind.
my number one is 5150. I think
Yeah,
that's a fucking
that would probably be 3.
great song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
It's
Oh
a
my God,
great
Humans
song.
Being. Minute I heard that song, I just had to like pull over in the car and throw up because it was so fucking good.
Just happy
It's like,
vomit.
I can't handle this.
Yeah, this is awesome. Right in the sun, right in the sun. That's fucking shoulder.
It's like on Beavis and Butthead when the drunk guy comes up to them at concert and goes, rock and roll.
Rock and roll! Woo!
Whoa. That was cool.
So,
Yeah, wasn't that this? Was that the Twister? Right? Wasn't it on
Yeah,
Twister? That was
Twister.
the
Yeah.
only good thing about that fucking movie was the Van
yeah,
Halen song.
that and the
was
other
it.
song, they had two songs on it. The other one was the instrumental that they won the Grammy for.
No, they didn't win. They got
Oh, they came
nominated
in-
for it.
yeah,
it
I
was
What was it? Something the wind,
something the wind, breaking
Break the
wind, or
Wind.
something with the wind. But yeah, it was Eddie and Alex did that one.
Yeah.
I can't remember something like remembering the wind or some
Yeah.
bullshit with wind.
Yeah.
All right, we get it. It's a fucking tornado movie. You gotta move on with this wind shit. Calm down. All right, Jones, what's your number one?
My number one is I'm gonna do a quick change up here because I have a feeling my number one and Patrick's number one is the same. And
Probably.
so I'm going to do an about face because I'm going to let him, because I've heard him talk a little bit about it. So I'm going to let him talk about it. So I probably should have put, I hate to have two stinkers off from one band, but I'm fixing to. So probably
Very mysterious. Let's get to the fucking point. God damn.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? Do it.
Dragging this out for reasons.
While we're young.
I'm going Poison Native Tongue.
You fucking asshole.
I'm with you on that.
That's not my disappointment. That's just you're an asshole.
I'm just
That wasn't your number
obvious
one,
fact.
was it, Patrick?
No, I love that record though.
I guess just because I love Poison, I love the party atmosphere, the fun time rock, and when they went bluesy, and I was because I was like, man, they have finally got, because CC always got a bad rap. That CC was a sloppy guitar player. He was not that good of a guitar player. Back in
sloppy because he was a cokehead. That was the
yeah,
problem.
you're right. Yeah,
Problem.
he was coked out all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, Poison's fixing, because everything was Poison to me, and I was like, Poison's fixing to be a classified Van Halen type band because they've got a guitar player now and they've got the songs, and this is going to be amazing. And I like the record; it's okay, but no. So yeah, that would be a disappointment to me. It might not necessarily be my number one disappointment, but it was definitely disappointing to me. And because my number one, I think, is coming up next, and
I think you're right.
Patrick, take it over. But what did you guys think about Native Tongue?
I don't think it's as good as their previous albums.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Richie Kotzen's an amazing talent.
Yep.
I don't think he fit with the band.
Exactly.
And you even look at the cover, the neon green Poison logo is gone.
Yeah.
It's got that weird fucking tiki fucking
Brown
thing. Yeah,
shit.
it's brown. Yeah, it's shit brown. It's like, where's the goddamn fun? What is this? And it doesn't. I just didn't think. It was almost like the whole Steve Vai, Jordan Whitesnake thing, where it's like, got a talent coming in, but it's not gelling as it didn't click as well as it probably should have.
Yeah,
because it really wasn't what they were about. And then, like I said, the album cover and the song itself weren't nothing but a good time and fucking all that kind of shit. It just wasn't it, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Didn't Kotzen get kicked out because he was banging
Rocket's
Ricky
fiance.
Rocket's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
And it's got some good songs on it.
Oh, it does.
There are some decent songs, yes, yeah.
You
I'm
know,
not gonna say
like
that,
they're
but-
they're oh gosh, what was it? I love Until You Suffer Some. That's probably one of my favorite ballads that they've ever done. I love that song. But it's, you know, the party was gone. But it does have some
That's what it is,
serious
yeah.
songs.
So this is where I got a little quibble to pick.
All right, go pick some quibbles.
I gotta pick some quibbles. So I think the fun is still in that record. It's just different fun.
Yeah.
That's bull. That's stupid. That's stupid.
No, it's not.
It's
Ain't That the
different
Truth?
fun.
Great song and fun.
Fuck.
And it's a feel good fun track, but it's like you can't what were they, probably like 34 35-year-olds at this point, like you're not having the same fun you were having at 21 22, especially now that you've been millionaires for
Yeah, that's the problem.
years.
There's your problem.
So, you know, and also they're coming off see, this is the hard part, because I love all of the classic Poison albums, and I include Native Tongue in that.
Okay.
So, because they're all it's like a trajectory upwards in the quality, and then they get somebody in there and they write a different kind of quality than what anybody wanted to hear. And so I love that record. Blind Faith, incredible song.
That Ride Child Ride.
Yeah, Ride Child Ride, incredible song. The ballads on that record are both great songs. Theater of the Soul and whatnot.
And that was about 60 too, right?
Yeah. The only shitty songs on there are like Richie's Acoustic Fang.
Turn it off. Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off, please.
And,
dumb.
Like, that was dumb. I didn't really like Stand all that much because it was just a little too like, look at us, you know.
We're a serious band now.
Yeah, we're
serious.
serious.
Yeah,
We'll go on Arsenio with the AME church choir and say, you know, everybody get along because Rodney King got beat up. So it's like,
wow.
yeah, I know that was a statement, right?
Getting
But,
political in the basement.
It was the time, you know.
Patrick, you made a really good point there. Maybe I'm more disappointed that Stan was the first single.
That was a dumb move.
Yeah, they wanted to come out with the Scream was
The Scream.
Yeah, that's what they wanted the first single to be.
Yeah,
In there.
maybe if that would have happened out of the gate,
Absolutely
like
not.
yeah.
And you know, there's only so there's the 7 Days Live performance that you get on Laserdisc, but now that's on YouTube. But there's like one actual full recorded concert on YouTube from there, from that tour, and it fucking smokes. It's from somewhere in the Midwest. It's outdoors, but somebody caught the whole thing, and it was with Damn Yankees and Firehouse, and it's
That's
a
who
killer show. If you go on YouTube and watch it. But.
Awesome.
All right. You're number 2, Patrick. Number 1. Sorry, number 1.
There will never be another time in our lives, I don't think. So I think this might be the last time it ever happened, and will probably ever happen in our generation, that there was an album that was so anticipated by everybody that just laid the nastiest, most stinky burrito shit on all of our faces.
Even flies were like, I ain't going near that.
Flies wouldn't even go near it. Everybody's got a story about when they went to get it and it was terrible. Generation Swine.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I've harped on it on a Guru episode. I've harped on it and on other shows. There's not a lot left to say that you haven't said about it already. But the flip side of that is the reason people are like, well, you have a Generation Swine shirt and you wear it in other videos. I do. And I do because I'm so nostalgic for its release. I was so excited. There's no way to sit here and say that Elektra didn't do a smash up job of promoting that fucking record.
Mm-hmm.
It was everywhere. They're on the American Music Awards. They're on every major nighttime talk show to release this. They were on Letterman and Leno. They were everywhere for it, and all of us were so excited for it to come out. Afraid comes out, like a few days or a few weeks ahead of time because it wasn't months ahead like it had been in the past. It was like weeks ahead. And I remember constantly having the radio on. We were taping every day, like just on the EP setting, the 6-hour setting on the VHS on MTV, trying to catch Afraid. Finally got the video of it before we ever heard it on the radio. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. I loved Afraid. I thought it was so good. Go at midnight to go get that record. And sitting in line in the store, Tower was playing it at midnight while you waited in line. And there were so many people in line to buy it that we got through about 4 or 5 songs waiting. And there were people actually, no joke, I'm not making this up. As you're waiting in line, there were people getting out of line.
I gotta find myself some love. I gotta find myself some love.
And I remember looking at my friends being like, oh, it's on the loudspeakers. You can't really fucking hear it. Like people are talking. Like, once you put it on the headphones, it's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. It makes the quality of the songs better.
And then getting in the car and listening to, we had Metal Edge had talked about, Nikki and Tommy had talked about different songs ahead of time. So you were prepared for those songs. And I remember thinking Let Us Pray was just going to be they were saying, oh, it's the heaviest song Motley Crue's ever done. And thinking like, oh, this is going to be the one. This is it right here.
This is a load of barnacles.
And just being like, well, you can hear John Corabi in it. And, if he was singing this would be good. But this isn't a Vince song. And the whole thing, it has a few songs that I don't hate. I really love Afraid. To this day, I still love Afraid.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't like any of it. I get people like parts of Find Myself and just like Subhuman Race. I would never have those people be able to tell me why I should like it. So to the people that love Generation Swine, God love you, because it's your Subhuman Race. And love it all you want, man, and I'll support you in it. But God damn it, I still hate that record. And I put it in though. Every year I don't put it in thinking I'm going to like it, but I put it in because I'm so nostalgic for it. And it had the coolest album cover. I loved all of the promo shit they did for it. Looked awesome. They looked badass. When Vince had the red hair, I was like, oh, he looks fucking killer. Yeah. I remember the Swine listening shows where he was swinging from a chandelier and singing, and I just thought, man, they're fucking back, but they were not back at all.
No, you're right. It wasn't this what everyone was hoping for.
No.
This wasn't the same.
Yeah.
This wasn't the same.
I know it's a cliche answer, but you can't beat Generation Swine. And truthfully, there will never be another record in our music's lifetime that was more anticipated, that sucked more balls than
that. What do you mean, Chinese democracy? What are you talking about?
No, I don't think so. Because people were already hating that before it ever came out. Nobody was hating it before it came out.
I want to say, I think I was on. Oh, this is going back years. I was on the show with Metal Mike, one of his shows, when he talked about concerts we've been to. I think he went to like a promo show
where the swine listening parties.
Yeah, and they played that. And he was like, even people like, this isn't Brendan. They're playing Brendan. Like, fucking, are you serious? They're playing that live? Like, come on, that steaming pile of shit. Oh, a dumb
There's
song.
a great bootleg that I have of that tour. And, Tommy's sitting there with the big solid white piano on the stage in a half-empty arena. Because the guy recording it panned around and it was half empty. And he's sitting there playing it, and behind him is like the big screen. And it's got pictures of fucking him and Pam and Brandon. He's like, I love you, buddy.
Oh, what a cornball. Shut up.
I know he loves his son, and everybody loves their kids, but
That's great. I get
nobody-
that, but I don't have to listen to a crappy song about you singing about your what was it? When you were in your mommy's belly, or the fuck the line is. Stupid shit.
Your
Ugh.
mother gave birth to you.
You are the one, Brandon, my son.
God, like
Yeah.
now that this kid's an adult, what is he listening to? Going, oh yeah, Dad, I understand why you wrote this. He's like, what the fuck? Why are you embarrassed? I can't play this in front. Don't play this in front of my kids and my friends at school. It's like,
What do you
fucking
remember
beat me
about
up.
getting it, Brian? What do you remember about getting it?
I never got it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I didn't bother getting it because it was like, when did that come out?
97.
97.
July
Okay.
of 97.
By 97, I was in this kind of mode where it's like these bands from the late 80s, early 90s are not putting out great shit. So I didn't bother with it. I just didn't bother. I was like, oh, Vince is coming back. I'm like, well, whatever. What's gonna happen? Like, if it's good, maybe I'll get it. If it's not, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I never bothered getting it, and then everyone said how it sucked, and I'm just like, good. I saved myself money not getting this piece of shit. Perfect. I mean, now years later, you put it on to see exactly how bad it is, and you're like, fuck, this is terrible. This is not fucking good.
Have you ever actually listened to it?
What's that?
Have you ever listened to the full record?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's just like, if I put it on, I'm just like, man, if I was under interrogation, I'd tell them exactly where the missile silos are right now. Like song 3. Just turn it off. I'll tell you whatever you want to. Just stop.
I grow tired of asking this, so it'll be the last time. Where is the rebel base?
They're on Dantooine.
There, you see, Lord Vader, she can be reasonable.
The whole regimen is
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking turn off flush. Nobody wants to hear it.
Oh no, not this again. Yeah, that's right. All right, the bodies are located here, here, and here.
The president, you can get to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And when it kicks off, I mean, it's sort of a bad sign when your Vince is back and everybody wanted Vince's back, and the album starts and Nikki's singing.
Yeah.
Or if you call that singing.
Tommy singing fucking
and Tommy sings and
other songs, Beauty. He sings that, like
why?
Yeah. Well, because they thought they were Queen.
Yeah, right. Okay, like Motley Crue's Queen. Right.
Because Nikki said, "Oh, this is gonna be just like Queen." We all sing.
What a douchebag! That's so stupid.
Hey, you're talking about the John Lennon of the '90s.
Right. John Lennon was a good fucking 15 years dead, and he was writing better shit than that goddamn album. Like, holy crap! Ugh.
So that's my number one.
All right, yeah. Was that's when you had Jonesy?
Yeah, it was.
I knew you would. Yeah, I had a backup. So
yeah.
All right, my number one. The first 2 albums were fucking great. And I remember I had the first 2 albums on cassette because I'm an old fuck, and I was like, you know what? I love this band. I'm going to spend the extra money, get this on CD. Popped it in. I was like, what the fuck? And that's Cinderella's Heartbreak Station. I just was like,
you're absolute. That steals it for me. That's
I remember I love Night Songs is a great fucking album.
Yeah.
Long Cold Winter is a great fucking album. And then this just went over the top with the blues. And I remember putting it on. What's the lead off track? The More Things Change.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's not bad. It's not a bad song. Then it was Shelter Me.
No,
I'm
it's
what's the second?
Sick for the Cure.
Oh God, yeah. Then it was Shelter, and then I'm just like, all right, you're going over the top with this blues shit, and I'll sit here and say it. Fucking, I remember me and my friends were watching they put out a video, a VHS tape about them recording this fucking thing, and
is it the one where they're out in New Orleans?
I think so.
It's like a Hard and Heavy or something. Yeah.
I haven't seen it since back then. And I remember the whole time we're like, where's Eric? Where's the bassist? He's not in there. And he was there and had a beard on. That was the big thing. Oh, it's him. He's got a beard. Who gives a fuck? And they're like, yeah, this new album's coming out. Me and my friend Eddie, big Cinderella fans, and just, oh God. This is just horrible. And I think the only song I really would revisit and like is Love Gone Bad. I don't think that's a bad song, but the title track I think is corny as all fuck. She took the last train out of my heart. Like, you fucking cornball. It's terrible.
She took the last train out of my heart.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
And yeah, I just remember being like, this is not what I was hoping for. Not even close. There's nothing that really rocks and kicks ass like the first two albums.
Yeah.
And yeah, to this day, the one song I'll revisit. That's about it. That's about it. I can't
Yeah,
bring myself to it.
More Things Change is a good song.
That's not bad. That and I think Love Gone Bad's a really good tune. But other than that, ugh.
Such a stylistic change. That I've seen that same thing you watched, Brian, and a lot of it was taken and recorded from their record release party in New Orleans.
Okay.
And, there was a whole Headbangers Ball special about it.
Welcome to the Headbangers Ball. I'm Ricky Rackman, and tonight our co-host for this evening in Nolans, is that how we say it out here? Nolans is, of course, the band Cinderella, and they are hosts for this party.
Of course.
Yeah, and that is on, you can watch the whole thing, and I encourage you to, because it's pretty fascinating to see now. There's it's all on YouTube, the whole episode. And, they are so adamant about it being the best thing they'd ever done, and how it was finally nice and relaxing to be free to have had, all of this. But the thing with that record was there's so many fucking divas singing in the background of every goddamn song.
Yeah.
The female choir in the background singing. There's saxophone.
Yeah.
It's like I'm all for art. I mean, Brian, you're a bass player. Jonesy, you're a drummer. You guys have both been in bands. There's something about this artistic freedom that people want, and more power to them. And I'll never tell them not to write songs that they don't want to write. But the thing was, like you said, Brian, you went from a glam record to a somewhat blues record it's got blues overtones.
I think that was their best mix of the two.
Yeah, exactly. It was their best mix to do that. And then you went right down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I don't know any record executive. When did that come out? 90 or
90? Yep.
90.
Yep.
I don't know any record executive for any major label that probably sat in that fucking boardroom when Tom Kiefer brought the fucking mix in and went, all right, you guys got to hear this. And everybody went, oh my God. Oh my God.
The best thing ever.
It sold 1 million copies on the name Cinderella.
Yeah.
It did not sell 1 million copies on its own or on the merits of the music. It certainly didn't. None of the songs were hits. I mean, Heartbreak Station got played quite a bit. But,
that was the biggest hit, yeah.
But they weren't radio friendly. The tour was cursed because they didn't get to go, because Kiefer had vocal problems after the release of the record.
Yeah,
When he finally went on tour, Desert Storm started, and they were starting overseas. So their tour got canceled. They come back, and they couldn't book a tour because all of the arenas were already filled up with all the other tours that were going. The tour got heavily abbreviated, and it did happen, but it didn't do well. And then they wound up losing their tour because they went out with Kix, Kix, Rat, and I think wasn't it Kix, Rat, and Brittany Fox for partying, and that shit got shut down pretty quick. So
I saw them with
Tango or something like that, I think.
Because I saw them in 91, I think it might have been, with Extreme and David Lee Roth.
Oh.
It was a great show. But that's the tour that famously was like, all of a sudden the second half, they started noticing less and less people were going to this.
Yeah.
Kind of like, hey, this genre is not, it's kind of dying out. But I thought they were great. I mean, all three bands were fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, they had that huge shift. And it was just like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing?
There wasn't going to be a way that the public was ever going to absorb that. And I think Tom Kiefer thought that a lot of his listeners were more in-depth listeners than teenage girls who were just looking for, I'm not saying they were all teenage girls. I'm just saying a teen audience doesn't go that route.
No, that's the thing. Because even again, in 1990, I was in. I was a Cinderella fan. I loved the first two albums, and this hits you, and it's like, yeah, I wasted my money on this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And there were other bands that had blues sound to it that were way better than that album.
Yeah, I agree.
Tangier put out two great albums. They were great. We talked about Little Caesar. They had a heavy blues influence. They were great.
Sure.
Tattoo Rodeo, another one, great album. I don't know. It's just this one was like, not only is it a huge shift from the previous two, I just don't think the quality of the songs are that good either.
Yeah.
It's just not there for me.
No, and it was probably a good 25 years that I didn't hear that record. And I put it on last year. I remember exactly what I was doing. It was a massive snowstorm. And I was like, I have nowhere to go, and I'm just going to listen to this. And maybe this today it'll click or something on it will click.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad music record. It's just not, the songs are not good. And, I just really disappointed with it.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone that's into the blues and putting that on like it's a good blues record. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not. I don't know what it's trying to be. It's not a good Cinderella record. It's not a good blues record. I just it's all, even the video for Shelter Me was stupid.
Little Richard and shit.
Yeah, Little Richard with the trying to save rock and roll and the telethon.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
It's like you're trying to save rock and roll, but you're playing blues songs. The fuck are you doing, dummies? It's like no sense.
What's the one record? What's the one song on it? One for rock and roll, and that's the most country sounding song on the record.
Long as I got rock and roll, I'm forever young.
It's like he got lost in Nashville, Trevor, Crash Course did an amazing video breaking down that record. And
really?
He loves it.
Yeah, kudos to Trevor, because again, like I said earlier, if you love that record, more power to you. I'm glad you do. And
good for you.
Enjoy the shit out of it.
It's America. You're allowed to be wrong. It's fine.
That's right.
You just won't be in the basement. Yeah.
But he's a big fan of blues and shit. So I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
But like I just again, it's not what they were about before that, and all of a sudden they decided, hey, this is what we're doing now, and it's like, oh, good for you, I guess. Like I don't even like it. I used to
have a special Heartbreak Stations CD single that was apparently, from what I understood, was sold only at concerts, and it came in a little guitar case that was like cardboard, like about this big. And it came in a guitar case that was made out of cardboard, and it had like the cover of the record on it, and it had a little stamp on it that had your date for your show. And then it had little Velcro latches, and you'd open it up, and the CD single for Heartbreak Station was in there. I don't know what happened to it, but man, that was super cool packaging.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool packaging. Cool. But yeah, even the album cover is like fucking. They look like they're at like a goddamn Cracker Barrel or something, and it's got like the Western style Heartbreak Station. It's like, fuck. 4 years ago, you're wearing fucking leather and goddamn pastel colors. Made a kick-ass album. Now you're sitting there crying that you took the last train out of your heart. Go screw. Oh God. All right, so that's our disappointing albums.
Did you have any honorables?
I was about to say that. You got any honorables, Jonesy?
Well, actually I did, and it was Heartbreak Station. Got it written down right there, Heartbreak Station. And nothing's really jumping right off, but yeah, that was, you guys hit on just about every one of them. So yeah.
How about you, Pat? What you got?
My only honorable is every Def Leppard album after Slang. You talk about a band.
Mine's after Pyro, mine after Pyromania.
I hate to be that asshole, because you know what? I've seen Def Leppard 5 times, and they always bring an amazing show.
Yeah.
To this day, they still kick ass. But I don't know where, was Steve I love Slang is my favorite Def Leppard record, but I don't know what happened after Slang, because X was awful.
Yeah.
Euphoria, it did not age well. It was like, oh, they're back, because Promises sounds just like classic Def Leppard. But even that record was like paper thin on the writing quality. It was very
Yeah.
much adrenalized, but just taking it back to a production level of 85.
Yeah.
And then everything after that, X was terrible. That was such an awful attempt to write a pop rock record. I mean, they were writing songs with like people that were with the Backstreet Boys. So that was crap. And
Yeah.
Sparkle Lounge, terrible. The self-titled, terrible. And then this one that they just put out, I know Mariah likes it, but Diamond Star Halos, it was crap.
No,
So it's like,
just
I love Def Leppard, and I don't think we're ever going to get a great, great, great rock record again. They're never going to with Mutt Lange again. Yeah, everything that Def Leppard's put out is and everything that Warrant's done with Robert Mason. I'm sorry. I know people love those records, but I think they're the most generic, boring albums ever.
all right. Huh. I only had two on mine. This one, when I got it, I was like, ugh. I kind of grown to like it more over time, but it's Stripers Against the Law.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love that record.
When I got it, I was like, what the fuck? This is nothing like what they were. And then over time, I kind of like, all right, I see where they're going with it, and I like it a lot better. I think over time, that's a band that's gotten better. The last few albums are fucking killer. All straight up metal band now. And it's great stuff.
Iron Striper.
Yes, exactly. And this one this one disappointed me so much I didn't buy it. But Queensryche's Promised Land.
God damn, that's a great pick, Brian.
I almost this close to having a list, and I was like, yeah, I never bought it, so I'm like, yeah, because my friend had it. I remember both Queensryche fans, and he bought it, and you want to check it out? Yeah, put it on. It's listening. I'm like, okay, what? And then it got to a point, it was like, turn this off. I don't give a fuck no more. Just put on something. I'll put Empire back on. put goddamn Rage for Order. Anything else? I can't do this. And yeah, that one's just not that good. And I think that album really turned me where I just lost interest in Queensryche.
Yeah, Megadeth with Cryptic Writings was, and the one after it too, especially Risk. But man, both of those were huge letdowns too.
Yeah, I was kind of let down with Euthanasia.
Oh, I love that record.
I think I learned to like it more over time, but still there's some songs like with Tous les Mon, whatever that fucking French song is. Skip, I can't.
Their brand new song is awesome.
Yeah, I have to check it out. I
have not listened to it.
Oh, it's so kick-ass. It sounds like it could have been on Symphony of Destruction. Like,
no shit.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And the video is awesome too.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So, kind of surprised Load didn't make anybody's list.
Yeah, good point.
That's not a good one.
I was waiting for your justification, Brian. I was gonna be like, "Are you gonna justify?"
Because for me, I can almost I can see people putting the Black Album on that. That got a lot of hate from hardcore Metallica fans.
The hardcores, yeah, absolutely.
I can even see it for Injustice for All because for me personally, without Cliff Burton, Metallica was never the same.
Yeah.
It's never the same, and they never really got back to that. Yeah, obviously, the Black Album was huge. It made them a worldwide fucking mega band, but anything after that, I just couldn't. Maybe some songs off Death Magnetic, maybe, but everything else, I just couldn't get into it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I lost with them too, but. Oh, that's our 5 disappointing albums with honorables. So, Jones, you want to tell the folks where they can find you at and what you got going on?
Yeah, just I'm on YouTube hanging with Drummer Boy Jones, and I spelled Drummer Boy Jones. You can see it on the screen here, I think. And just come check it out. We, put up, try to put up a couple videos a week, just talk about anything and everything. And you're welcome, Brian. Come on anytime you want to, my brother. You're more welcome.
Invite me. That's all.
I do.
I'm also going to be willing to come at 8 in the morning.
So. Yeah.
8 in the morning on a Saturday. Now
we do a lot of Saturday mornings type things, but absolutely. We'll reach out. It'd be fantastic.
Definitely. Cool.
Thanks for having me on too, by the way.
No problem. Thanks for showing up in the basement. Your first time in the basement.
Yeah, been a ball.
All right, Patrick, tell all the good folks where they can find you at.
Find me on X at Cool as Ice 232. You always see me on Hair Metal Guru all the time. But I want to throw a plug out to a good friend of all of ours, and go check out at Reed World on X. Love Jason Reed. Hope you're doing well, brother.
You're just
Check him
sucking
out
up
for
to
Hair
him. Cut the
Metal
shit.
Mondays, and sometimes he does the Wednesdays.
2 for Thursdays.
2 for Thursdays.
No, wait, no, it's
whatever the
3.
fucking
It's
is.
3. You got 3 albums on Thursdays.
Yeah, there you go. But check out at Reed World. That guy kicks ass, and
I would
make sure
if
you
I-
follow him.
See, what he should name it is Triple Threat Thursdays. That's what he's got to go with.
Yeah.
I'll suggest that to him. But yeah, definitely give him a follow. He hasn't been on a while, but he's been on the show numerous fucking times. Where
Love you, Jason.
he's got an ass screw over here on the couch, right in the corner, under the stairs. Under the stairs. You can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter. Always talking music there, and download the Station Head app every Friday night, 8:30 Eastern. Listen to deep tracks from the hair metal genre. So check it out. I'm gonna go through my usual YouTube shit. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, or go to hell. Leave a comment if you got any disappointing albums that ruined your life musically. Put it down there. Tell us what you think of our list, all that shit. And until the next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
And now, Your Highness, we will discuss the location of your hidden rebel base.
You are the one, Brandon, my son.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really.